Good evening. Welcome to MustangsTV.com. We're here today at Jeremy Brown Memorial Field over in the City Park, bringing you live a couple of Dixie Youth baseball games this evening. Lee, hope we have a couple of good games today.
It's looking like it so far, just watching them warm up. We got Jack Traffenstedt, and I hope I said that correct, up to bat. We've got the Lexington Whites going up against Gowan. First pitch is a little high. I think I'm going to have to keep count myself because the scoreboard's got 40-0 on there. 3 balls and no strikes. Actually, it's 1 ball and no strikes right now.
That's not a good sign to start things off.
Here's the second pitch. Umpire says that was a strike, I believe.
Yep, 1 ball, 1 strike.
We got 1-1 on, and my eyesight is not the best. Traffenstedt. Pitches outside, going to make a count 2 balls, 1 strike. Got Mr. Tidwell pitching. Let's see if we can find him. Keaton Tidwell doing the pitching for Gowan. As Lexington's batter steps back in. 2-1 pitch coming. That was actually a 3-1 pitch coming. He walks. He's making his way down to first. Tidwell steps on the mound, which means the runner has to stop at first base. Next batter up for Lexington White is going to be Braden Allen. Braden stepping to the plate. He bats from the right side. Got a good handle on the ball. Tidwell eyes the mark. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's over the catcher's head. The runner's going down to second. Catcher gets the ball and just hangs on to it as it traveled around toward the third base side. Doing the catching for Gowan is going to be Alex Huntley doing the catching. He's the one that was chasing the ball down. Allen steps back in for Lexington White. Tidwell eyes his mark. Got a runner on second. Nobody out. Here's a pitch outside. Runner's going down to third as it gets away from the catcher. He finally retrieves it. Looks around. Gets it back out to the pitcher. Lexington White has a runner on third now. Traffenstedt stands on third base. Allen taking some warm-up swings as he steps back in.
Beautiful day for baseball action today.
Absolutely beautiful day. Get to see these youngsters play. This is when baseball is fun. Here's the pitch from Tidwell, up a little high, hung on by Huntley. Eyes the runner back to third as he gets the ball back to the pitcher. Pitcher goes straight back to the mound, stands on the mound.
Don't throw it back to Keegan if they're halfway down. They're going to come on home. Toss it.
KJ, you might have to help me keep up with the count here since the umpire, I cannot hear his strikes and his balls too well.
All right, that was a strike.
That was right down the middle, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Looked like it coming from this angle. Not sure what the count is.
3-1.
He said full up, I believe, KJ. So that'd make it 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count pitch coming. Tidwell wind up. Here's the pitch. Must have been just a little bit high.
Yeah, it was.
So he walks the runner to going to first. Now the runner's taking off. He's going to continue down to second base.
Watch your runner, bud.
And we've got nobody out. Runners, first 2 batters up, stand on third base and second base now. As Zach Turner steps in, he'll be playing the catching spot for Lexington White. He steps in the right-hand side of the batter's box. Here's the pitch. They say that's a strike. It'll be no balls, 1 strike. Zach steps back in, hits the plate with the bat, swings it, half swings it. Here's the pitch from Tidwell. A little bit up and outside, going to make a count 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners dancing from second and third, but they're walking back as Tidwell gets back to the mound. Zach Turner steps back up to the plate. Awaits the pitch from Tidwell. Tidwell, here's the wind up, the pitch. It's low. He almost hit him, but he skipped over it. Good catch by the catcher that time. Good play behind the plate. going to make it 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's the windup and the pitch. A little bit inside as well. That's going to be 3 balls and 1 strike. Zach Turner takes him a couple of practice swings. Got a runner standing on third and a runner on second as Malone is in the on-deck circle.
Good little breeze blowing here today.
Here's the pitch. It gets past catcher. Here comes the play at the plate, and he is tagged out. Catcher got the ball and actually got back up to the plate to tag the runner out at the plate. So that's 1 down. Still runners at second and third now for Lexington White as Nick Malone, the pitcher for Lexington White, steps to the plate in the cleanup spot. He's going to bat from the left side of the plate. Tidwell eyes his mark. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch. A little bit outside. Ball gets back to the pitcher. Malone's going to step out. Look around the field, make sure his base coach hasn't got anything to say. Now he's awaiting the pitch. Here comes the 1-0. Inside to make it 2-0. Tidwell eyes his runner back as he goes back to the mound. Like KJ said, great day here for baseball. Wind actually blowing toward left field just a little bit.
Good breeze.
Here's a attempted bunt, and he pulled the bunt back and drew the strike. So it's 2 balls, 1 strike to the pitcher for Lexington White, who stands in the batter's box now with a 2-1 count. Runners on second, third, 1 out here, top of the first inning. Here's the pitch. That's 2 strikes against him. That's going to make the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Still runner standing on second and third as Malone steps back into the left side batter's box. Awaits the pitch. Tidwell eyes his mark. Here's the windup. The pitch. And he struck him out, I believe. Didn't he call it 3?
Yep, he said 3.
Apparently it's a full count, KJ. I thought he said 3.
Yeah, he did.
Here's the windup and the pitch. That one's going to be outside as Malone's going to make his way down to first base. That's going to load the bases up with 1 out here in the top of the first. Lexington White doing the batting. Gowan's playing in the outfield. Standing to the plate now is going to be Tripp Smith. He'll be the first baseman for Lexington White. Wears the number 22, bats from the right-hand side. Here's the first pitch to Tripp. Over the head of the catcher. Catcher goes and gets it, and he's back to the plate in plenty of time. Nobody advances. Just a wild pitch. No harm, no foul. Tripp Smith steps back in with his 1-0 count. Tripp, right-hand side. Looks, Tidwell, eyes his mark. Here's the windup. The pitch. This one's up a little high as well. It's going to make the count 2-0. 1 out, bases loaded here in top of the first inning. Lexington White on the offense, Gowans on the defense. Tidwell, the pitcher of the record right now. There's his next pitch. It's a little low and inside. As the scoreboard has 90-0. I don't believe it's 90-0, KJ.
No, they've been having some trouble over here. I've been kind of listening.
Here's the next pitch. It's up a little high as well, and he's going to walk a run home. That's going to be the first run of the game. As a run does score for Lexington White, it's going to make the score 1-0. And Prado coming to the plate. White, Prado. Here's the pitch. Attempted bunt. It's going to be foul. Come up right toward KJ. KJ's probably jumping on that one.
A little bit.
Lexington White does score a run.
Upstairs on that one.
Trying to keep a little scoreboard here, KJ, so if you don't care, take the next one so I can catch up.
All right. Here's the windup and the pitch. Ball 3. Two balls, one strike to count. Windup and the pitch. That went a little too high. Make it 3-1. Prado steps in. Windup and the pitch. Not a bad pitch. As the runner thought about moving in from third, he's going to go back and
actually as that walked the run home again, KJ.
Yeah. Bases were loaded, so ball 4. Can't get him out there at the plate.
Can't get him out there. You're exactly right. Looks like we got Wheeler Allen standing in the batter's box now. He'll play second base when Lexington White does take the field. If I'm right, it's 2-0 now. Still haven't got a base hit. First pitch, a little bit inside, I believe. It's going to be ball 1 on Wheeler Allen. No strikes. Bases are loaded. 1 out here in the top of the first inning. Lexington White, Wheeler Allen back into the box. Here's the next pitch. I believe it was a little low. It's going to bring a 2-0 count. As runners back to their bags here. Bases are loaded. Wind up pitch. I believe that was a strike, wasn't it?
Yep. Called strike.
That's going to be 2 balls and 1 strike against Wheeler Allen. Wheeler steps back in. Got a big baseball on the back of his batting helmet. Here's the pitch. This one's going to be up a little high, so that's going to make the count 3 balls and 1 strike. Tidwell makes his way back to the pitcher's mound. 2-0 to score. We're in the top half of the first inning. Wheeler Allen up to the plate. Tidwell. Here's the pitch. It's right down the middle, but it must have been a little bit high. He's going to walk another run home. That's going to make the score 3-0 here in the top of the first. Again, still not a base hit.
They're going to have a pitch and change right here.
I did not see who went in to pitcher. I believe Tidwell, the pitcher of record, actually moved out to shortstop. As soon as I can see this young man's number, I'll get it.
It's like number 8. Yep, number 8.
It is number 8. Well, I ain't got no numbers anyway. If it was a guy just come from first base, I believe it was Ethan Crick steps to the mound. As he's going to have some warm-up pitches. KJ, while they're going to do a little warm-up pitching, let's get one of our great sponsors in real quick, if you don't care.
Yeah, we'll be back in a minute.
Elite Sports in Loretto, Tennessee offers serious sports training for athletes of all ages. Our hands-on training approach can increase core strength and stability while maximizing power and agility. Call John Passarella, 256-710-7412 for speed and agility training, or David Weathers, 931-279-0574. Call today. Elite Sports, we're training the best athletes for tomorrow.
At Southern Craft Manufacturing, our commitment to choice sets us apart. Using both old-world craftsmanship and modern techniques, we proudly provide the finest quality and greatest value caskets in the industry. Founder Rodney Robinson is a third-generation casket manufacturer, providing the highest quality finished product. Call toll-free 800-413-1778, Southern Craft Manufacturing on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
Your #1 Mustang fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination.
Back here on MustangsTV.com. Batter stepping in.
It's going to be James Harrison for Lexington White stepping in. Ethan Crick, pitcher, on the record right now. Tidwell leaves 3 base runners on as he makes his way to the shortstop position. First pitch was a ball to James Harrison. Here's the second pitch. A little outside, gets by the catcher. He's on his way to get it. Back to the plate, and the runner's going to be safe.
4-0 now. Lexington White with the lead.
All runners advance. Now we got runners at second and third. Harrison still at the plate. 1 out. Top of the first inning here at Jeremy Brown Memorial Field here in Loretto. A Dixie youth ball game going on this afternoon. Glad to have Mustangs TV here covering it. And again, this is America's favorite pastime right here, watching baseball. Good shade right here where KJ and I are sitting.
Oh, it's a great spot.
Left fielder's in the sun, so he ain't having it as good as we are. Next pitch is a ball.
Center fielder playing over a little bit, so he's in the sun too.
He is. If I was him, I would be shading over toward the right field side where the shade's actually at.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, that's me, though. Harrison steps in. Crick eyes the spot. Here's the pitch. I think he called that in a strike.
Yeah, that's a good pitch. Catcher eyes the runner back to third. 3 balls, 1 strike to count.
Hey, I actually heard the umpire that time.
You ought to know him.
Who is it? I haven't seen him yet.
And so Austin Brown.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Here's the next pitch up a little high. It's going to be 4 balls. Runner's going to take his base and run down to first. That was the only open bag, as now bases are loaded. Austin Brown. Mentioned that name a few times during the football season.
Yeah, just a couple.
As we're back to the top of the order, I believe. For Lexington White, there's the first pitch. It's going to be a strike. There's a throw down to third, and it was a good throw by the catcher. The third baseman a little bit slow on the tag. Runner does get back safely.
Yeah, not a bad throw at all right there.
That was a great throw. I played hind catcher. That was one of my worst throws down to third base. Here's the 0-1. Up a little high, going to even the count at 1-1. Another throw to third. He's back in plenty of time this time. They probably need to come up and throw down to first one time. Might get that young man.
Yeah, but then the guy from third could score.
Hey, get it back to the plate. Here's the pitch. Good pitch right down the middle, swung on and missed by Treffenstedt. That's 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count now. Crick on the mound, gaining a little confidence now. He eyes the runners. Now he's going to bring it to the plate. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Strike 3, that's going to make 2 down. Still bases loaded, 3-0. Top half of the first inning, Lexington White on top. They're still at the plate with 2 down.
It's actually 4-0.
Oh, okay, I missed that one then. Braden Allen stepping back in. Pitch just a little over his head. And when I say over his head, literally right over his head.
You weren't exaggerating there.
Just a little bit.
Just a little.
Crick gets the ball back from catcher. Having a hard time keeping it in his glove. Bases loaded. Let me see if you're right. 1, 2, 3. You are right. 4-0 is the score. Braden Allen steps in. 1 ball, no strikes. Crick, the pitcher at this time. Here's the pitch. And it actually hits the Braden Allen on the shoulder. He's going to take his base, and it's going to walk another batter in. So that's going to make it 5-0. That guy's going to advance. This one struck out. This one advances, so finally got my scorecard right. As Zach Turner going to step back in for his second at bat here in the top of the first inning. 5-0 to score. That one bounced into the catcher's mitt. Catcher gets the throw down, and he was just a little bit late that time getting the throw down, but a good throw nonetheless. As, again, we're still in the top half of the first inning. 5-0 to score. Lexington White leading over Gowans. 2 down here at the top of the first inning. Zach Turner at the plate. Ethan Crick, pitcher of record right now. Pitch must have been a little bit high.
Nice breeze still blowing from right to left.
Man, it is. In case you tuning in to us here around the Loretta area and all around Lawrence County, if you have not voted yet, make sure you get out and vote, as its pitch is swung on and missed. It is primary day.
Yeah.
I thought, boy, we had a huge crowd at the ballpark when I first pulled up, and then I remember talking to you a little earlier, and I actually mentioned that it was a day to go and vote at the polls for the primaries. We had timeout on the field right now. And
we got a conference umpire checking with the official bookkeeper, and they must have a rule that once you get 5 runs, that's it for your part of the inning.
I was wondering because I thought, well, they might be 6 because I couldn't remember if it was 5 or 6.
Yeah, it must be 5. So they're switching up. We played half an inning here. It's 5-0 Lexington White. We'll be back in just a minute.
You are number one Mustang fans. Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to insure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs from LHS Boosters Club, dedicated to Mustang athletics.
Teresa Duncan, Lawrence County Register of Deeds, is proud to support today's student athletes.
Trust Neal Funeral Home in your time of need. Locally owned, family operated. 762-9447.
Diverse Fabrication, from customer-driven ideas to finished product. Call 853-5300. Think diverse.
For auto repair, Randy's Body Shop, 853-4320. We specialize in hard-to-please people.
For your home, shop Green's Furniture Store Incorporated in Loretto. New furniture, appliances, and electronics are waiting. Shop brands such as Maytag, Lazy Boy, Amana, GE, Toshiba, Ashley, and more. Open 8:30 to 5 Monday through Saturday, closed on Thursday. Toll free 877-853-6140 or locally 853-6140. Green's Furniture Store, offering quality and service since 1944.
Back on MustangsTV.com, we played one half of an inning here at Jeremy Brown Memorial Field. 5-0 Lexington White and with the lead, but we've got Gowans on their way to the plate, so we'll see if they can even up that total here.
About ready to come and see if they can't kick off a few runs here real quick. Maybe to try to even it out at 5-5 at the end of one. Let's see what they can do. KJ, exciting things coming up on Mustangs TV. Got a Sports Talk Mania show coming up Monday evening at 6 p.m.
Yeah, you're going to be doing that one, and that'll be weekly every Monday, 6 to 7 p.m. We'll have Lee will have different guests on there, and I'm excited about it. I think it's a great thing, and we're going to try to get Big Fred and his show on over to Mustangs TV, and I'm excited about it.
It's all sounding good, and got to pay attention as Folks going to step in. We're going to go Ty Folks, Alex Huntley, Tanner Rogers is going to be the first three batters for Gowans, as the first pitch is fouled off. Folks up to bat now. He bats from the right side, awaits the 0-1 pitch. It's a little outside. Going to even the count up at 1-1. The pitcher of record now for Lexington White is going to be Nick Malone. Nick Malone, a left-hand pitcher. He's got a little fire coming. We was watching him warm up, KJ, during the commercial break, and he's got a small guy with a dynamite arm.
Yeah, he's got a good arm on him, man.
Probably stands every bit of 3 foot 6 inch tall, but I guarantee you he's bringing it to the plate.
Oh, yeah. Outside on that one.
I believe that makes the count 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here. Bottom half of the first inning. Here's the pitch. It bounced up to the catcher, so Falk's going to take his up a little high. Going to be 2 balls, 1 strike now. 1 runner on first. Lead off, Ty Folks on first base. Got the ball gets by the catcher, and Folks going to make it down to second base. 3 balls, 1 strike the count now on Alex Huntley. Huntley awaits the pitch. Malone in a bad spot right now. He's kind of the only spot in the infield with the sun. Ball 4 is outside. And that does work on you as a pitcher.
Oh, yeah.
You're looking at the catcher's mitt in the shade, and you're standing in the sun. So, and even the batter, it works on the batters because the ball, you lose it and then you pick it back up. So
you see a lot of Major League Baseball players struggle with that as well.
Tanner Rogers steps to the plate now. First pitch to Tanner. I'm not sure what it was called. Strike 1 on Tanner Rogers. Runners on first and second. Here's the 0-1. It's outside. Going to make the count 1-1. Still runners on first and second for Gowans. Bottom half of the first inning here. Rogers awaits the pitch from Malone, and here it is. It's going to be outside. Actually gets by the catcher, runner goes, runner slides in, and it's thrown over the head of the third baseman. Here comes Folks. Folks going to cross the plate and score. Here comes the other runner to third base. He's going to round third, and he's going home too as well. Here's the throw to home, here's the slide, and he's going to be safe. Good hustle that time. Coming all the way around was Huntley.
Oh, he was thinking home all the way.
He wasn't waiting on a stop sign or anything from the third base coach.
No. I think if the coach had given him the hold up sign, I don't think it would have mattered. He was coming.
Tanner Rogers steps back in. Here's the pitch. It's way off line, as that's going to make the count 3 balls, 1 strike. They have 1 out on the scoreboard, but that is incorrect. There's nobody out here in the bottom half of the first. Rogers awaits the 3-1 pitch from Malone. Here it is. It's going to be outside as well. Rogers is going to make his way down to first base with a walk. 5-2 the score here, bottom half of the first, as Keaton Tidwell steps in. First pitch is a ball. Runner making his way down to second base as the ball kind of got away from the catcher a little bit. Got a runner standing at second base now as Malone makes his way back out to the mound. Pitchers on both sides having a little rough start here this evening.
Yeah.
Keaton Tidwell steps back in. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed. Oh, he was going for the trees on that one. What a cut. Malone snuck that by and make the count now 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here, bottom half of the first inning. Tidwell waits the 1-1, hits outside, gets away from the catcher. Runner making his way down to third base. Throw down to third, too late. Runner's in there safely. He's standing there at third, waiting on a sign from his coach. Tidwell steps back up. 2 balls, 1 strike the count. As he steps in, he bats from the right side. Malone again, a left-handed pitcher. Here's the pitch. Little bit inside, gets away from the catcher again, but not far enough for the runner to advance. Makes the count 3 balls, 2 strikes, I believe.
You know, I think if I was that young man on third base, I think I'd have tried to chance it right there. Just to see if I could make it.
Here's the pitch way outside. Catcher had no chance at that one. Tidwell going to make his way to first. Runner going to stay at third. And runner's going to go ahead and advance down to second base. That was Tidwell advancing. As we're going to have Alex Hammond coming up. Let's make sure we get all this kept up on my scorecard here.
Wind up and the pitch. Ball 1 outside. Gets by the catcher. Runner holds up at third.
Still haven't seen a hit yet, have we?
Nope, I don't think so.
5-2 the score. Runners at second and third. Nobody out here, bottom half of the first inning. As Hammond awaits the 1-0 pitch from Malone. Here it is. It hits him in the back. Hammond going to make his way down to first. That's going to load the bases up.
Timeout called on the field.
We got a coach coming out to maybe make a pitching change or talk to his pitcher anyway. We can get a quick commercial in. We'll be back on Mustangs TV right after this.
Looking for a church to call your own? Look no further than Busby Church of God in Loretto. You'll find a caring congregation and ministries such as Clowning for Christ, Impact Student Ministries, and more. Join us for 10 a.m. Sunday School, worship at 10:45 and 6 p.m. Family Bible study begins at 7 p.m. each Wednesday. We offer ministries for the whole congregation. Call Busby Church of God, 853-6518, or visit today.
General Sessions Judge Patricia McGuire, honored to serve Lawrence County in General Sessions, Juvenile, and Probate Courts.
Trust your smile to Dr. Kurt Abercrombie at Green Hill Family Dentistry. Call 853. Back on Mustangs TV.
There was the pitch. It was up a little high as well. Bases are loaded here for Gowans, trailing 5-2 here in the bottom half of the first inning. And who we got? Ethan Crick, I believe, up to bat. That is Ethan Crick standing at the plate. Stands at the right side of the plate. I can see his name for sure now. He's got Ethan on one side of his batting helmet and Crick on the other side. Can't mistake that batting helmet. Ethan stands up, swinging his bat over the top of his head, waiting for the pitch from Malone. It's 2-0 is the count. Here's the 2-0, swung on and missed. Malone making his way back to the mound. 2-1 is the count. Crick awaits the 2-1 pitch. Here it is. Right down the middle for a strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out here. Bottom half of the first. Bases are loaded for Gowans. 5-2 the score. Lexington White on top at this time. Here's the 2-2. It's down and inside a little low. Gonna fill it up. Runners will be moving probably. 3 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Gotta move. Swung on, fouled off to the right side.
A little contact there.
Yeah, I like contact. Haven't heard that, but what, 3 times I think it's the only time ball's been touched with the bat so far.
Yeah.
Crick steps back in. Full count awaiting. Here comes the pitch from Malone. Swung on, and it's going down the first base line and going to be foul. Almost cleared the bases that time as they're – wait a minute. Lexington White is playing with only 8 players. I don't see but 2 outfielders out there.
You're right.
Crick awaits the full count pitch. He stays alive. That was a good piece of batting right there from Ethan Crick as – that ball was outside, was probably going to be a ball, but Ethan fighting it off, keeping it alive here. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Malone eyes the catcher's mitt. Gets his signal. Here comes the pitch. Up high, it's actually on the ground. It's down to first base. He's going to pick it up, touch the first. 1 run's going to cross the plate. Crick going to pick up an RBI that time as he advances the runners. Runners move to second and third, and he's going to be out at first. So let's get a run across the plate there. That one goes to third. That one goes to second. Crick's going to ground out. First pitch to Linville. Dawson Linville. Center fielder for Gowans up to the plate now. Had a timeout on the field for something, but now Linville steps back in. Here comes the pitch. Going to be outside, I believe, for a ball. I'm not sure what the first pitch was.
It's 1-1.
1-1, so the first pitch had to be a strike then. 1 ball, 1 strike. Linville bats from the right side. He'll wait, swings. Does not make contact. That's going to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out here, bottom half of the first inning. 5-3 the score. Lexington White on top of Gowans. Gowans still at the plate for their first at bat. Here's the pitch. Must have been low or something.
Yeah, it was.
So that's going to make the count 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Going to be high. Going to fill it up. That's overthrown. Here comes a runner. He's going to advance in, and he slides in. That's Tidwell slides in home to make it a 5-4 ball game. Runner stayed at second. He did not advance, so still got a runner at second.
Good heads-up play.
Linville awaits the full count pitch. He struck him out, I do believe. I thought I heard a foul tip, but apparently I didn't. So that's going to make 2 outs. 5-4 the score. Runner on second. Oh, that's a hit. Up. Oh, it goes through the second baseman. We got another runner. He's going to be coming, making his way home. And he crosses, hits the plate. That's 5 runs, so that will end this first inning. At the end of 1 full inning of play, what a ball game we got here. It's Lexington White 5. It's Gowans 5. You're watching Mustangs TV.
Lawrenceburg.
C. Brown Equipment in Loretta, your local Kubota dealer and service center, 853-6927.
Riley's Restaurant in Loretto, specializing in the finest southern food, 853-6909.
Lawrence County Trustee Kylie Weathers, committed to quality service for Lawrence Countyans.
For checking, electronic banking, loans, and more, First Metro Bank, Lexington, Alabama, member FDIC.
Shop and save at your local Superama, Loretto, Lawrenceburg, Summertown, for the freshest in produce and meats.
Loretto Lions Club is a member of Lions Club International, the world's largest service club organization, with 46,000 clubs around the globe. Serving the local community, Loretto Lions Club gives sight through vision screenings and countless community projects. In addition to fighting blindness, the Lions Club work today includes aiding this community's seniors, children, and disabled. Loretto Lions Club, proud to serve this community and proud to support Loretto's Mustangs and Lady Mustangs.
Welcome back, everyone, to MustangsTV.com. We're here at Jeremy Brown Memorial Field, Loretto, Tennessee, Loretto City Park. Dixie Youth game today we got going on. We got Lexington White. We've got Gowans. Gowans, at the end of 1 full inning of play, they've evened the score up at 5-5 at the end of 1. As we start the top half of the second inning, Lexington White coming to the plate to bat for their second time. And I'm trying to catch my scorecard up here, and as soon as I do, I'll let you know actually who's coming to the plate to bat for Lexington White. Zach Turner, I had it right, just didn't know I had it right. Zach Turner going to be the batter stepping in for Lexington White. Ethan Crick still on the mound for Gowans, as KJ has stepped away, and JPP stepped in for me as well. He's running the camera this evening. We appreciate James here helping us out here on Mustangs TV. James started out being our cameraman for the longest, and then he's actually finally got away from it a little bit, but helps us out here and there. Crick's first pitch, right across the plate for a strike. Going to be 0-1 the count. No balls, 1 strike, nobody out here. Top half of the second inning. Zach Turner to the plate. Second pitch going to be outside. Going to even the count up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Ethan Crick, pitcher at this time for Gowans. Zach Turner awaits the 1-1 pitch. Here it comes from Crick. Over the head of Turner. It's going to make the count 2 balls, 1 strike. Huntley still the catcher behind the plate for Gowans. Got some equipment issues going on. One of the straps come undone from his shin guards. He'll get that strap back up. We'll get back underway here shortly. He finally gets everything situated, gets his helmet put back on, and gets ready to get behind the plate. Turner steps back into the batter's box. He's going to bat from the right side. Where's the number 1? Crick's pitch. Right across the plate, swung on and missed by Zach Turner. It's going to make the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out here. Top half of the second inning. Ethan Crick eyes the mitt. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch coming. Here it is. It bounces up to the. Apparently I missed one of the balls because Mr. Umpire says it's a full count. Here's the full count pitch. A little outside. He's going to walk him. Zach Turner going to run down to first. Throw down to first to make sure he didn't make a turn. Good throw by the catcher. Pitcher Nick Malone steps to the plate. He waits. He'll be hitting from the left side as he's a left-handed pitcher as well. Here's the pitch. Swung on, hit down the third base line. This one's going to stay fair. Third baseman comes up with it, but has got no play anywhere around the infield. He'll just hang on to it. Probably a smart move. Wasn't going to get the speedster running down the first base line. So that's going to be an infield hit. Hit to 5 for that one. As we're going to have Tripp Smith stepping in. We got timeout on the field for some reason. Apparently a ball come from the, ball come flying over the fence from the dugout. There's a pitch. It was high. It's a throw down the third. He gets the throw down there. Was in time, but the third baseman couldn't get the tag down in time. So runners will advance. Pitch was a ball. So it's 1 ball, no strikes to Tripp. Tripp awaits the second pitch above his head. It's going to be ball 2. Runners stand at second and third. Nobody out here, top half of the second inning. 5-5 the score. Tripp Smith steps back in. He awaits the pitch, and that one's outside as well. Two-1 the count. 2 balls, 1 strike the count on Tripp Smith. He awaits Ethan Crick's pitch. Here it comes. Swung on and missed for a strike. It's going to even the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. As the pitchers finally got in the shade now. Here's the 2-2. It swung on and hit up in the air. It's right in the gap, too. Tidwell chases out from his shortstop position. Here's a throw coming home. It gets past the catcher. 2 runs have scored. Catcher looking for the ball. Here comes the run home. And he is called safe at the plate by the home plate umpire. Real close play at the plate. So Tripp Smith gets him a single, and then he's going to actually end up coming in scoring off of the single from a throw. So they've added 3 more runs here. Let's see, he got a hit to center field. There's another hit. Gets through the pitcher, and he's going to be thrown out. Good throw that time by the second baseman. Second baseman hummed it and had to get the speedster going down the first base line. So that's going to be a 4-3 put out on, that was White. Prado, I believe is the name. Now we got Wheeler Allen coming to bat for Lexington White. He's showing a bunt. Let's see what he does. He pulls the bunt back. Pitcher looks. Here comes the pitch. Swung on for a strike. It was actually a low pitch. A good pitch that time with somebody trying to bunt. Makes the count 0-1. 8-5 the score here, top half of the second inning. Lexington White at the plate batting. Here's the next pitch. It's up a little high. It's going to make the count 1-1. Ethan Crick, pitcher on record right now for Gowans. Tidwell started out the game. Crick took his place. Crick wind up. Here's the pitch. Right down the middle for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count.
Right down Main Street.
That's exactly what that one was. Crick taking a little bit off his pitches every now and then and just getting it over, and he done it right there too. Strike 3, struck him out. Strike out on Wheeler Allen. That's going to be 2 away here in the top half of the second inning, as James Harrison comes to the plate. Here's the pitch, right across the middle of the plate, strike 1. He didn't take anything off of that one either. Reared back and let that one come. Ethan Crick with a 0-1 count against James Harrison. Here's the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be up a little high, making it a 1-1 count, evening the count up at 1-1. Lexington White at the plate batting. Gowans in the outfield. Here's Ethan Crick's pitch. Outside, going to make the count 2 balls, 1 strike. James Harrison at bat. He bats from right side, awaits the pitch. That's right down the middle for strike 2. 2-2 the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes, count 2 outs here in the top half of the second. Nobody on. Here's Ethan Crick's 2-2. Right down the middle, strike 3, strikes out the last 2 batters.
Good pitch right there.
The inning. At the end of 1.5 here at Jeremy Brown Memorial Field, it's Lexington White 8. It's Gowans 5, and they're coming up to bat next on Mustangs TV.
Fox Sporting Goods in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee is your home for all sports equipment, clothing, and supplies. Call toll-free 888-272-0313 or locally 766-0313. Located at 203 4th Street, Fox Sporting Goods will customize your team apparel, trophies, and more to your specifications. Fox Sporting Goods, Lawrenceburg, Tennessee, your trusted professionals for all sports needs.
You are #1 Mustang fans. Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life, to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs from LHS Boosters Club, dedicated to Mustang athletics.
Mustang Cafe, specializing in fish, steaks, pizza, and more. A reunion every day at the Mustang Cafe.
Make every play count. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs from the LHS class of 1983.
Mashburn's General Store, your authorized case knife dealer. Visit us today, Mashburn's General Store, 5 Points, Tennessee.
At Racehorse Deals, we stock quality used appliances at affordable prices. Racehorse Deals, North Military and Loretto.
Loretta Telecom is this area's trusted provider for all communication services. In addition to quality phone service, we offer high-speed DSL, MedAlert services, and more. Located on Main Street, Loretta Telecom began in 1946 with just over 100 phone lines. Today, some 5,000 customers enjoy Loretta Telecom phone and internet services. Call 853-4351 today. Loretta Telecom, connecting you to the world. And we're back on MustangsTV.com. 8-5 your score. Headed into, what's this, the third?
No, bottom half of the second.
Bottom half of the second. All right. We'll see if Gowans can get some more runs right here.
They scored 5. Both teams scoring 5 in the first. A little recap. And Lexington White scoring 3 on the top half of their second inning. Bottom half of the second inning coming up, so after 1.5 innings of play, it's 8-5 Lexington White leading Gowans. First batter should be Blake Bivens for Gowans. There's a throw down to second. Great throw by the catcher that time. Love watching these young men play ball. This time in their life, and they're out here, and it's all about fun and playing ball. And,
well,
man, you just can't beat this feeling, KJ.
That's right. They give it 100% effort, you know, and that's – always, every play, you see 100% effort.
Blake Bivens swings at the first one, strike one. Malone kind of threw that one by him a little bit. Nick Malone, again, the pitcher for Lexington White. Blake Bivens waits, swings at the second one, and swings through it as well. As puts himself in a hole a little bit. No balls, 2 strikes. Blake Bivens looking and swings at strike 3. So that's going to put him out. We're going to have a strikeout to start out the bottom half of the second inning. Ty Fulks back to the plate now. Or I don't know. Did they bat around or? That's a strike to somebody. I can't see who's batting.
I'll try to get his number here.
I got Griggs and yeah, they batting around. So this is Jesse Brown. Swung on and missed as Jason Griggs stands in the on-deck circle. A little bit inside, going to make a 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Bottom half of the second inning. Here's the pitch. It's going to be inside as well as Mr. Brown batting from the left side of the plate. 2-2 the count. Here's Malone's 2-2 pitch coming. It's going to be inside as well. Going to fill the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody on here. Bottom half of the second inning. 8-5 the score. Lexington White over Gowans. Gowans wholesale, I believe it is. And Brown's going to take his base. Fell into an 0-2 hole and worked himself out by drawing a walk.
Lights coming on here at Jeremy Brown Memorial Field.
Jason Griggs going to step in. Griggs steps in. He bats from the right side as well. Nick Malone's pitch coming to him. He's a lefty. A little bit inside and low. So Griggs going to take first one for a ball. Griggs awaits the 1-0. A little bit outside. Going to be 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on first. Griggs awaits it. It's going to bounce up to the catcher's mitt. Zach does a good job knocking it down.
3 balls, no strikes.
I'm going to say you take this one if I'm the coach. And
all the way.
He didn't. He hit it. It's in the outfield, too. It's going to be a fair ball. Their runners is going to advance, and here comes the throw in from the outfield. The first baseman actually had to go field it. Good hit that time by Jason Griggs.
Hey, what do we know? You know?
Hey, let him swing on 3-0. I don't care.
Yeah. You think about it, you know, he's trying to throw you a strike on that one.
Oh, yeah.
So not a bad idea.
William Gutley going to step in to bat for Gowans. He's going to bat from the right side. 1 out here. Runners on first and second. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the second pitch. Down the middle for a strike.
Nice pitch.
They're telling Nick Malone, just take your time and pitch strikes. So let's see if he can do that. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-0 swung on and missed for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes now. William Gully again, the batter. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. Gully had a good cut that time, though.
Yeah, he did. Is that out number 2?
That is out number 2. And Braden Long coming to the plate to bat now. Braden going to bat from the right side. Here comes the lefty's pitch. Swung on and missed, so that's going to start out no balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second for Gowans. Long awaits, pitch. Swung and missed. Going to make it no balls and 2 strikes. Long got a good cut at it, though. If he can connect with one of these, he might send that thing a little ways.
Yeah.
He awaits the 0-2. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And that's going to be the end of the inning. At the end of 2, it's Lexington White 8. It's Gowans 5. You're watching Mustangs TV. We'll be back right after this.
Are you reaching your athletic goals? Elite Sports offers sports-specific training for peak athletic performance. Call Josh Purcell for catching lessons, 931-242-6292. For hitting, Stephen Schultz, 629-4383. Or David Weathers for pitching, 279-0574. Elite Sports in Loretto, Tennessee, for athletes at any stage in a sports career. Southern Craft Manufacturing in Loretto, Tennessee blends old world craftsmanship and modern manufacturing for a multitude of steel and brushed finish caskets. Founder Rodney Robinson is dedicated to providing the finest quality at the best value. At Southern Craft Manufacturing, we are committed to choice, with a variety of colors and hardware designs for limitless combinations. Southern Craft Manufacturing, North Main Street, Loretto. Toll free 800-413-1778.
Debbie Tidwell invites you to Destiny Salon. Call 853-3328 for your beauty needs.
Go green with Loretta Landscape. Call Jim or Lee at 242-4165 for your landscaping needs.
Augustine Lumber, your building supply company for over 100 years. 853-4898.
County Clerk Chuck Kaiser is committed to the citizens of Lawrence County. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs.
Barry Doss, Tennessee State Representative for the 70th District, proudly supports the Mustangs and Lady Mustangs. Elect William Bottoms, General Sessions Judge. Courteous, efficient, fair. The wise choice. Paid for by William Bottoms.
Tailgate checklist. Cooler.
Check.
Chips.
Check.
Hot dogs.
Check.
Mustang gear.
Check.
Insurance.
Check.
This season, protect your team with insurance from Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services. Keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126.
I'm Butch Toner, former head football coach at Loretto High School, and you're watching Mustang TV.
Everything you need for your home can be found at Green's Home Center in Lawrenceburg. Shop for plumbing, electric, hardware, flooring, and more. Owner Sean Green invites you to stop by Green's Home Center. Call 766-2257. And for hair to rave about, visit Stacy Green at Hair Rave Salon, 766-1111 to schedule your appointment. For floral arrangements, florist for all occasions, 766-1911.
All right, and we're back here on MustangsTV.com. Got Lexington White coming back to the plate.
Top of the 3rd inning coming up. Should be at the top of the order. Shouldn't be Jack Traffenstedt. First pitch, I think, was a ball. Making a count 1-0. Top of the 3rd inning is 8-5. Lexington White leading Gowans. Wholesale. Traffenstedt waits the pitch. It's going to be inside. He showed a bunt and actually pulled back on it. 2 balls, no strikes the count here. Starting to hit the ball though, KJ. I'm starting to hear the bat make contact with the ball, and that's what you like to hear in these Dixie youth ball games.
Yeah, pitchers, settled down, starting to throw some strikes.
As here's the windup and the pitch. Swung on and missed. We got a new pitcher out there, and I apologize that I did not catch that until right now. Alex Hammond, now on record as the pitcher for Godwin's Wholesale. We had started out Mr. Tidwell and then Crick, and now Hammond. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the 2-1. Must have been a little outside. Looked like a good pitch to me. Mr. Umpire's got a better view of it than I do, though. 3 balls, 1 strike, the count. Now, if we had our outfield camera that we have at the high school baseball, I'd be able to call that pitch. That one comes in a little low.
Maybe we'll have that back next year. That's we converted to a high definition system here at Mustangs TV, and we don't have a way to get that feed from the outfield back to the base here in high definition. We know what we want to do. We just got to get the sponsors and the additional support to do that. So
Traffenstedt takes a walk. And now we've got the second batter in the order, Braden Allen, at the plate. We've got a lot of action going on down here at the other field, too. We had a home run just hit over the fence.
Oh,
down here on our small field. I heard the contact and look, and I seen kids headed out toward the trees. Here's the next pitch, swung on and missed by Braden Allen. Here's a throw down the second, and he's in there safely. Good stretch that time by Tidwell, but couldn't haul it in and make the tag. Good jump that time by the base runner, Traffenstedt. As we wait Braden Allen, he went down to talk to his third base coach, I believe. Get a word from him. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 pitch coming. Hammond, wind up, the pitch. Right down Main Street, as you would say, KJ. Struck him out, swinging.
Good pitch.
Braden Allen with a strikeout. Zach Turner going to step to the plate now. Bats from the right side. Here's the pitch, right down the middle again for a strike. Runner stands at second now after stolen base. 0-1 to count. 1 out here, top half of the 3rd inning. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled back, straight back. One out here, top half of the 3rd inning. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hammond, wind up. Here's the pitch. Going to be outside. Runner going to try to attempt to go to 3rd, and the throw was there. Probably wouldn't have made it even if the tag would have been on time. As the ball gets away from the pitcher, and the coach was actually talking to the base runner, giving him directions, and actually he could have scored probably easily, but doesn't do it simply because coach was still having a few words for him. And that's okay, as long as the coach gets his words in. That's what they're here for these young kids. Zach Turner awaits the 1-2 pitch now. Swung on in the air toward the shortstop. He calls him off, and he makes the catch. That's going to be fly out 6, as he did fly out back to the catcher. And Nick Malone, the pitcher for Lexington White, stands in. Left side, left-handed batter. Awaits the first pitch to him. Gets away, and the catcher actually fielded it straight off the backstop. Umpire getting tired of the shin guards malfunctioning on Godwin's Wholesale's catcher. Gets it strapped up for him.
Equipment timeout.
8-5 the score. Top of the half of the third inning. Lexington White at bat. 2 outs. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. I think he said a little low maybe. 2 balls and no strikes. Hammond back out to the pitcher's mound. He's having problems with them shin guards, KJ. I think we're going to have to go in and get him a new set of shin guards or something. Gets ready behind the plate now. As Nick Malone showed a bunt and then pulled it back, took it for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to count now. Two down here, top half of the third inning. 8-5 the score. Lexington White leading Gowans Wholesale. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Gets away from the catcher. He fields it and gets up back in time to get the out at the plate. Traffenstedt gunned down, actually wasn't gunned down. The catcher hustled back, got the ball after it hit off the backstop, gets back to the plate in time to make the put out at the plate. At the end of 2.5 innings of play, it's Lexington White 8. It's Gowans Wholesale 5. We'll be back on Mustang TV right after this.
Trust First Farmers with your banking needs. First Farmers for the life you lead. Member FDIC.
The City of Loretto Gas Department is a proud supporter of Mustangs TV. Go Mustangs and the Lady Mustangs.
Assessor of Property Barbara Kaiser, providing courteous and professional service to all Lawrence Countyans.
Neck or shoulder pain? Lawrence County Chiropractic, 766-1024 for full chiropractic care.
Busby Church of God welcomes you and your family to join our worship services. With various ministries such as Youth Drama Team and Impact Student Ministries, we include all ages. Located at 19 Busby Road in Loretto, we invite you to 10 a.m. Sunday School, 10:45 worship, and evening worship at 6. Wednesday night Bible study begins at 7. Visit Busby Church of God, where you'll find a loving and caring congregation waiting on you.
Visit Leoma Tire Center, Highway Automotive New and Used Tires. Owner Randall Tees offers quality tires and service at affordable prices. All major brands of tires are available at Leoma Tire Center. Call 852-4833 today or visit us at 2586 Highway 43 in Leoma, Tennessee for tires, brakes, oil changes, alignments, and more. For quality service, visit Randall Tees at Leoma Tire Center. Independently owned and operated, stocking new and used tires.
For home, auto, and life insurance, trust Farm Bureau Insurance of Tennessee, offering outstanding service to all Tennesseans.
The LHS Class of 92, proud supporters of today's Mustangs and the Lady Mustangs.
Crest Auto Parts, your authorized CarQuest dealer since 1950. Great people, great products, great prices. CarQuest.
J. Mack Chandler, honored to serve Lawrence County as County Executive, 766-4128.
For fresh hand-tossed dough, 100% real meats, and fresh veggies, it's Papa John's Pizza, rated #1 in America for customer satisfaction. Order by phone 766-7272 or online at papajohns.com. Papa John's has been committed to only the finest ingredients for over 25 years. Always fresh, never frozen. Located on North Locust Avenue in Lawrenceburg. Better ingredients, better pizza. Papa John's.
Back here live, Mustangs TV, first pitch here, bottom half of the third, swung on and missed. Ty Fulks, the batter for Gowans Wholesale. Strikes at the first one. Here's the second pitch. Little 1-1. New pitcher out there on the mound for Lexington White. Going to be Tripp Smith. He pitches from the right-hand side. Gowans Wholesale. Here's the pitch. Straight down the middle. Strike 3. Strikes him out. That's the leadoff man for Gowans. Alex Huntley should be coming to the plate now. Going to the on-deck circle. Going to be Tanner Rogers. Alex stands in, bats from the right side. Swung on and missed the first pitch. He awaits the 0-1 pitch from Tripp.
Strike two's to call.
Thought it was inside, KJ, and Mr. Umpire says no, not too far inside. It caught the plate. 2 strikes. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Tanner Rogers coming to the plate now. He walked back in the first inning. 2 down here. Bottom half of the third. 8-5 score. Lexington White leading Gowans Wholesale. Here's the first pitch to Tanner Rogers. Took outside for a ball. Keaton Tidwell waits in the on-deck circle for Gowans Wholesale. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Foul tipped off the plate. Tanner done halfway down the first base line. Exactly how you're supposed to do in baseball. You make contact, you take off running. Let the umpire make the call whether it's a foul ball or not. 1-1 pitch coming. Tripp Smith's 1-1 pitch going to be outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. 2 down here, bottom half of the third inning. Here's the pitch. Low, umpire says, making it 3 balls, 1 strike. 3 balls, 1 strike to Tanner Rogers. He steps back in for the 3-1. Tripp Smith delivering the 3-1 pitch. Swung on, good hit out to left field. Tanner Rogers rounds first base. On his way to second. Looks at second, rounding second, and good throw in by the outfielder that time for Lexington White. Gets it into the third baseman.
Great hit.
Good hit. He's going to have a stand. Tanner Rogers is going to have a stand-up double. As Keaton Tidwell going to stand in. Swung on and missed for strike 1. Keaton waiting the 0-1. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 0-2 pitch coming. 1 runner stands down on second base. Tidwell awaits the 0-2. Swung on, hit down the third base line at the third baseman. He turns, he's just going to hold it.
Probably a good decision.
Probably so. You had a runner at second. Might as well wait, see what happens. So we're going to give him an infield, excuse me, we're going to give Keaton Tidwell an infield single. Single to 5, which is the third baseman. Hammond stepping in. That's Alex Hammond. We've got a timeout on the field. Looks like a third baseman's shoe coming tied.
No.
Can't have that.
No.
I think his shoestrings is about 2 foot too long because he had to wrap it around his leg about twice.
No.
Finally gets it tied. Now the coach says, let me tie the other one just to make sure, and he does. Hands him back his glove. Now we're going to be ready to play again. Hammond stepping back into the plate. Alex Hammond. He steps in. I believe he's the one that's pitcher of record now for Gowans. Swung on, hit. It's down in the gap, too. Here comes the runners around third, runner around second. Hammond making his way to second. Hammond making his way around second. He's going to third as we've got 2 runners across the plate.
Great job. Great piece of hitting right there.
Tripled out to right field as Lexington White coach calls a huddle in the infield. Makes the score 8-7 with a runner standing at third base, and Ethan Crick going to be coming to bat for Gowans Wholesale. I like Ethan Crick's helmet. That batting helmet's sharp. I need to get me a helmet like that, KJ.
Hey, I like that too.
I like that color scheme on there. Pitch is outside. Runner didn't advance. Catcher gets it back to the pitcher. 8-7 the score. Bottom half of the third inning. 2 down here. 1 ball, no strikes. Ethan Crick awaits the 1-0 pitch. Going to be way outside for ball 2.
You know, another advantage of having your name on your own helmet is you don't have to worry about people stealing your helmet.
That's exactly right. Everybody gonna know that one's Ethan Crick's, or Crick Ethan, depending on which side of the helmet you read first. There's a strike down the plate. Just caught the inside corner. 2 balls, 1 strike the count now. 2 down here. Bottom half of the 3rd inning. 8-7 to score. Lexington White leading Gowans Wholesale. Gowan Wholesale got a runner standing at 3rd base. So let's see if Ethan Crick can advance him. That one's going to be a ball outside. 3 balls, 1 strike the count. As Mr. Umpire Austin Downtown Brown stands behind the plate, waiting the pitcher's pitch. It must have been low because he called ball 4.
I thought that was Timothy Brown.
That was Timothy. What was Austin? I don't know if he got his nickname. We're going to have to start writing these down, KJ. I'm getting too old to remember this stuff now.
Yeah, me too, because I can't recall it.
Dawson Linville. You're absolutely right. It was Timothy Downtown Brown. Timothy Linville, and now he's not the one that's back there behind the plate. Here's the pitch. It's going to be a strike to Linville. Runners on 1st and 3rd now for Gowans Wholesale. Ethan Crick stands at 1st. Let's see if he's going to make his way down to 2nd. Linville stands, awaits the 0-1 pitch. It's going to be outside. Gets the ball back to the pitcher after he rounded the bag. Made a fake throw to 3rd, a fake throw to 1st. Now gets it back to the pitcher. The 1-1 pitch coming. Going to be outside. Make it 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. Coming from Tripp Smith, who is the pitcher for Lexington White. That one bounced into the catcher's mitt for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 down here. Bottom half of the 3rd inning. 8-7 the score. Here's the pitch. Swung on, foul tip. Stays alive. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runners at 1st and 3rd for Gowan Wholesale. Linville, the batter. Tripp Smith, the pitcher. Linville waits the full count pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. He walks him. It's going to advance the runner from 1st to 2nd. Linville going to take the bag to 1st.
And they're loaded.
Linville going to stand at 1st with a walk. Strike 1 to the next batter, which is going to be Gage McClung. 0-1 pitch coming from Tripp Smith. Swung on and missed for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. McClung waiting to make contact, hopefully. Oh, no balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swung on and hit in the air, and it goes to the second baseman, but it falls out of his glove. And McClung going to reach on an error. Base is still loaded. Hammond crossed the plate.
It's a brand new ball game.
Man, what a ball game we get ourselves into here at Mustangs TV.
I tell you, we always seem to cover the good ones.
It is a good ball game. Blake Bivens, the batter of record now. Stands in and looks at strike 1. Bases are loaded. Bivens awaits the 0-1 pitch. That's going to be looked at for strike number 2. Blake Bivens steps into the batter's box. He awaits the 0-2 pitch. In the dirt, bounces up for a ball. Not a bad pitch for an 0-2 pitch.
Not bad at all.
Make them swing at something that they can't hit, and that one was not going to be hittable, so see what he comes to him with the 1-2. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. That's going to be the end of the inning At the end of 3 full innings of play here at Jeremy Brown Memorial Field, it's Lexington White 8, Gowans Wholesale 8. We'll be back right after this.
For the best old-fashioned burgers in town, visit Brimstone's Burgers, Baskets, and Brews on Lexington Highway in Loretto.
Call Bill Bradley for your chainsaw sharpening needs at 931-242-4401.
For country goodness in every bite, shop USDA-inspected Pete's Country Meats in Loretto, Tennessee.
For your next automobile, shop Williams Auto Sales at 802 North Locust Avenue in Lawrenceburg.
T.R. Williams is the right choice for the right reasons for Lawrence County Executive. He is very proud of the young men and women of Loretto High School.
Increase core strength and stability while maximizing power and agility. Call John Passarella 256-710-7412 for speed and agility training, or David Weathers 931-279-0574. Call today. Elite Sports, we're training the best athletes for tomorrow.
At Southern Craft Manufacturing, our commitment to choice sets us apart. Using both old world craftsmanship and modern techniques, we proudly provide the finest quality and greatest value caskets in the industry. Founder Rodney Robinson is a third-generation casket manufacturer, providing the highest quality finished product. Call toll-free 800-413-1778, Southern Craft Manufacturing on North Main Street in Loretto, Tennessee.
Your number one Mustang fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life, to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs from LHS Boosters Club, dedicated to Mustang athletics.
Back on MustangsTV.com. Lexington White coming to the plate. Whoa!
Watch out, coaches.
A screamer over on the first base side.
All 3 coaches, watch out.
I think everybody's able to get out of the way right there.
The first base coach and the 2 Gowans Wholesale coaches. That's strike 1, by the way. Fouled off down the first base line. Swung on and hit down the third base line. Third baseman comes up with his shot across the infield, and it gets away from the first baseman. Here he's going to field it down to second base. He's going to catch it, but not in time. That was... I'm on the wrong sheet here. Can't be on the wrong sheet, KJ, if you expect to cover this game.
It's been an action-packed game, that's
that
for
was
sure.
Nick Malone with a single. And that would be, he's going to reach second on the throw, on the throwing area. So that's going to be infield hit.
Wind up in the pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2.
I think that's Tripp Smith batting now.
Yeah, he's got Tripp on the back of his shirt.
Tripp Smith, the batter. Making sure I have my scorecard right, and I do. Hammond, the pitcher of record now for Gowan Wholesale. Here comes the 0-2. Here's the throw down the third, a little late, and he's going to be safe.
Yep, just a little late.
Yep, just a little late. Good throw, though. Good catch, good tag. Everything was right. It was just a little bit late. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count now on Tripp Smith. Here's Hammond's 1-2 pitch. Oh, hit right back up the middle. Goes off the second baseman's glove, and that's going to score a run, and that's going to be an infield single.
Could hear the bat from up here on that one.
It's going to be a run scored and going to be a hit on the infield as Smith stands at first. Now we got White. Prado, the batter. Runner advances down to second base. Didn't see, I guess that was a ball. Ball 1, no strikes. Top half of the fourth inning. Lexington White now on top 9-8. Here's Hammond's pitch. Strike called. That's 1 ball, 1 strike now. Hammond thought about throwing it to second. Didn't do it. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Hammond delivers. I think he swung at it, didn't he?
Yep, swing and a miss.
Swing and a miss, so that would be strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Scores table right here in front of me, so I miss something here and there. Hammond. 1-2 pitch. Throw down, and he got him this time. Good throw down by the catcher.
Great throw.
Good tag, and got him out.
Great job.
Good play that time. Can't play ball much better than that as far as defensively. He was gunned down at third.
2 balls, 2 strikes to count.
2-2. As White Prado steps back in for the 2-2. Hammond delivers, and it's called strike 3. Struck out White Prado. It's going to bring Wheeler Allen to the plate for Lexington White. That one's going to be hit down the third base line, fielded foul. He actually showed a bunt, did get the bunt down just a little bit outside of the third base line.
Time called on the field. We're going to have a batter and coach conference.
Got a conference going on. As they're throwing the ball around, staying warm. Pitcher got to keep his arm warm, and he's going to step back on the mound as the conference breaks up. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Strike 2 called that time.
Allen showed bunt the whole way.
No balls, 2 strikes, and let's see what he's going to do. He's just going to hold the bat this time. Strike 3 called, and that's going to end the inning. As we end 3.5 innings of play here at Jeremy Brown Memorial Field, it's Lexington White 9. It's Gowan Wholesale 8. We'll be back right after this on Mustang.
You are #1 Mustang fans. Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931.
I just prayed that somebody wasn't holding a baby. They'd probably thrown the baby up in there too. That was a great night for the city of Loretto and the town of Loretto. You know, it put us on the map, basically, and the kids knew that, too.
Teresa Duncan, Lawrence County Register of Deeds, is proud to support today's student athletes.
Trust Neal Funeral Home in your time of need. Locally owned, family operated. 762-9447.
Diverse Fabrication, from customer-driven ideas to finished product. Call 853-5300. Think diverse.
For auto repair, Randy's Body Shop, 853-4320. We specialize in hard-to-please people.
I'd like to welcome everyone back. Have Gowans coming to the plate. And what could be the last at-bats.
Don't know how close they ride their time limit, KJ, or not, but I know we're nearing my time limit anyway for the evening. As we should have Jesse Brown up to bat. Make sure I'm right here just a second. Strike called. Bottom of the order coming up for Gowan Wholesale. That one a little outside, a little low for a ball. Makes it 1-1. Trip Smith, the pitcher now. Gets the 1-1 pitch across plate for call strike 2. Jesse Brown again awaits the 1-2. Here it comes. Swung on and missed for strike 3. Jason Griggs coming to bat now. See what Jason done. Jason actually got a hit out to right field his first time at bat back in the 2nd inning. We're at the bottom half of the 4th now. That one was a strike on the outside corner of the plate. Got another shoe untied here. Got time called by the home plate umpire. He's seen Mr. Griggs had a shoe untied. Don't want to do anything too dangerous, so we're going to get his shoe tied up. He might have seen that hit that young man had back in the 2nd inning, KJ, and want to make sure if he's going to run the bases this time, he wasn't running them with a untied shoe.
Yeah, it's always a big safety hazard, you know, anytime you got a shoe untied.
Absolutely. Can't run with shoes untied. I couldn't anyway. I do good to run with my shoes tied and everything right. Of course I am. I have got a year or two on Mr. Griggs down there anyway.
Yeah.
All right, as he awaits the 0-1 pitch, here it comes. Oh, I thought it hit him. Apparently it didn't.
Close.
1-1 the count now. 1 out here, bottom half of the 4th inning. Gowan Wholesale at bat, trailing by 1, 9-8 to score. Here's the pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Anything close, they say. Here he comes. A 1-2 pitch on its way. Outside for ball 2. 2-2. Mr. Ump says. Or as Coach Lamb would say, blue. Here's the 2-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3. William Gully coming to bat now for Gowan Wholesale. As Braden Long goes to the on deck circle. That one hit off the plate, so that's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. 9-8 to score. Lexington White leading Gowan Wholesale. Gowan Wholesale at bat now, trailing by 1. Bottom half pitch outside. Make it evens the count up at 2 balls, 2 strikes. William Gully, the batter, bats from the right side. He stands in to bat. The 2-2 pitch coming. A little low, Mr. Ump says. That's going to fill the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. As we await the 3 ball, 2 strike pitch. Going to be outside. Mr. Gully going to take his base. Gowan Wholesale with a runner on first now.
Got the timed run on first.
Go ahead and run at the plate. Braden Long comes to bat. He steps in. Outside, Mr. Ump says, for a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. Long stands in, waits the 1-0. Swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Here's the 1-1 pitch coming. Swung on for strike 2. Took a rip at that one. Didn't make contact, but didn't miss by much. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. 2 down, 1 man on first base. Braden Long awaits the 1-2. Swung on and missed for strike 3.
Let's see what they do right here. Looks like that's indeed going to be ball game. So
that is ball game. We're going to end a 1-run ball game with Lexington White going to take the win 9-8 over Gowan Wholesale. Good ball game though.
It was.
Both sides, both crews. And with that,
we're going to take a break. We'll be back here in just a few minutes.
Your #1 Mustang fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Loretto Insurance Services, a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Call Loretto Insurance Services in Loretto today, 931-853-7126. Go Mustangs and Lady Mustangs from LHS Boosters Club, dedicated to Mustang athletics. Southern Craft Manufacturing in Loretto, Tennessee blends old world craftsmanship and modern manufacturing for a multitude of steel and brushed finish caskets. Founder Rodney Robinson is dedicated to providing the finest quality at the best value. At Southern Craft Manufacturing, we are committed to choice, with a variety of colors and hardware designs for limitless combinations. Southern Craft Manufacturing, North Main Street, Loretto. Toll free 800-413-1778.
Back here on MustangsTV.com. Once again, Lacington White getting the win over Gowans 9-8 this afternoon. It was a beautiful day for some baseball, and want to thank everybody for joining us today and watching the game with us online, and
we hope they watched it the way you're supposed to watch it. Hook that computer up to that TV
That's
with
right.
that HDMI cable and watch us. I mean, if you got a 72-inch TV, you ought to be watching us in 72-inch.
Yeah, I mean it's possible to plug your computer up to your TV, and I know some people who do that all the time. You know, they
Right.
just say I could see it better, you know, that way, and I can't say that I blame them. So definitely. We'll have to post some instructions on our Facebook and Twitter page, you know, on how to do that and get people ready for the upcoming football season once again.
That's exactly right.
All that good stuff, and
but we cover more than football, KJ.
Yeah, we cover. You see, we cover baseball, we cover softball, we cover football, we cover volleyball, we cover basketball, the whole works. Anything we can.
And talking about that, we're going to be covering that on Sports Talk Mania.
That's right.
Monday evenings, going to start this coming Monday. What is that, the 12th?
Yeah. Want to encourage everybody to tune in every Monday from 6 to 7 with Lee Haygood. We'll be having that. You never know who we're going to have on the show.
That's right. We're going to have special guests. We don't know who it's going to be. We're going to make phone calls, and we're going to see who can join us as far as, you know, local coaches and local talent around the area.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be a show that we're going to kind of go based off of what the crowd wants, what the audience wants. We may talk college football, pro football, basketball, who knows? Yeah. We're going to leave it kind of up in the air for you know, the people that's calling in to talk about different things. I'm gonna get my knowledge up to par on a lot of this other stuff. And hey, if I don't know it, I'm gonna tell you I don't know, but I'm gonna give you my opinion on it either way.
There you go.
Either way we go.
There you go.
So that's coming up Mondays, each and every Monday from 6 to 7 p.m. Every Monday afternoon. It's going to be a weekly show. Going to be an hour long, 6 to 7. We're going to shut her down at 7 o'clock, and we're going to try to get off. And that way everybody can enjoy their Monday evenings. We know that Monday's the first day back. We also know that Monday's kind of the middle of sports weekend and upcoming, Thursday and Friday and Saturday sports the upcoming weekend. So that's the reason we kind of stuck it into that time spot. And again, tune in to Mustangs TV because we got a lot upcoming on Mustangs TV, trying to get the Big Fred show started up on Mustangs TV.
Yeah, looking forward to that. I think we just about got him ready to get back and going with the Big Fred show, but that may come a week or so later on, depending on what all we need to do. But it's definitely in the works, so stay tuned to that. So we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, Mr. Haygood. My name's Kyle.
I'm Lee Haygood.
So long. Good night from Loretto. Thank you for watching.